Hi, I'm Anthony Robinson, pastor of Shiloh Baptist Church, and we welcome you to our next episode of PastorRob Nation. Come on in and join us. Hey, we welcome you back to PastorRob Nation. It's been a while, and we're going to try to do this every month to bring you updated issues, some updated community events. We'll have my boys here today. And so to my left is Bone. We have Pastor Holly of New Morning Star Full Gospel Ministries. And then
I don't know why the introduction. I always get hung up when they get to me. Last time I got hung up, this time.
Well, we got James Blakely, AY Entertainment. So we're coming here to talk to you about this upcoming concert that's coming up April 7th, 2018, 6 p.m. Shiloh Baptist Church. This is our first spring concert of Pastor Rob and SBC, featuring Pastor Holly's praise team, who is dynamic off the chain. That's going to get you ready to go into praise and worship. And then we have the male chorus of Shiloh. We call them the Gospel Temps. And then Pastor Rob and SBC, we come to bring some sounds, new album, new single coming out. We coming to worship God that day and give you some uplifting. I would like, Bone, what would you like to expect from this concert?
Well, I'm looking forward to the fact that, we're bringing awareness to suicide situation going on all over the country. I mean, I've heard kids as young as 8 years old talk about wanting to take their own life. Now, that's sad.
Yeah.
Something's going on. Something's going
on. Yeah.
So we got to do something about that. And I'm looking forward and excited about the fact that the counselors will be available at the concert. Okay, so there'll be a table set up. There'll be 3 counselors available to talk to families, and there's also going to be a private meeting room where families or individuals can come and and talk to somebody. Because sometimes you can't handle it all by yourself.
That's right.
You can't handle it by yourself. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, Pastor Holly and then Blake, why don't y'all give a little intake on what's the goal for this concert? We'll start with Holly.
Yeah, I think this is just great. We always hear about awareness and everything. I think we have to move beyond the awareness because what we need now is to come together, because it seems like when we have a crisis, the only time it's important when it hits close to your home.
Right.
But if we get ahead of it and make it a community-based issue that we have to come together, not just be aware of, but put a plan together so that we're intervening before these kids can get to the point, of no return.
That's right. So, Blake, what you got on this?
Well, I sentiment all the comments. I feel that suicide is a very serious issue. We need to address it, help to let the families know that somebody is there to let them know that we empathize. We want to make sure that you understand that we're here to help you benefit. The counselors, so important. Somebody may be going through that night. They can walk out and talk to a counselor and get some help to where, if we can just save one, we may can save them all.
That's right. And so, fellas, we have a lot of social dilemmas with our youth. And not only youth, we got adults that's struggling with this too. What's some of the social issues that you have found out that came across your table, across your desk, that is causing some of this social breakdown, wanting people to kill themselves? What you think? Just open up.
I really believe that we have to get back to the old way of having communities, which is involvement. A lot of us are not getting involved in one another's lives, and so we're not being real cautious of what is going on in the individual families, not being from a perspective of trying to rule someone's household or being nosy, but just knowing that people are going through real problems. And if we don't get back to breaking bread and having community events and together, then we won't know enough about each other to help.
But every time you try to get together, Holly, people got, they always got something to do. They got time, they got so much in this world to do.
Well,
what's going on with that?
April 7th, we got
That's right.
We got an icebreaker. Then we can get it all taken
care
of. And
this
start
is something to do.
Because we got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
And this concert, I believe, will be a great starting place to bring people of all colors, from all walks of life, backgrounds, so we can come here and really hear what the issues are from the people, rather than what we hear in the newspapers and what we see in the news.
Right. Because suicide, it changes families. Even if you attempt suicide, there's going to be a family dynamic that's going to change.
Yes.
Everybody's affected by that, even if it's just in an attempt. So we're looking at even trying to address the issues through song and through Holly when he gets up to do the MC. We're looking at people that has probably faced attempting suicide.
Man.
And so we dealing with a whole new issue, even just attempting. There's a mindset to even get you to attempt it.
Right.
So we want to deal with that. And we pray that the songs that we sing that evening, all the songs will minister and try to bring encouragement and drive them, most important, to God. That's where this thing, it needs. But there is a lack of understanding that God is the source of our life.
Yes.
He's the source of our life. And somewhere there's a breakdown where mankind just don't want to acknowledge that our lives are not our own.
Right.
They are not our lives. And I believe once we point them to the direction of God, I know Scripture. God is able to do what? Exceedingly, abundantly, above that you can ever think of. And so that's where we're at. And I want to thank these brothers for that. July 6th, we are looking to bring in Rance Allen.
Yes.
Fellas.
Yeah.
Downtown Lincoln Theater, Massillon. And we're looking to bring him in. We're looking to work with him on some projects. Yeah. Hopefully that we can pull that off. And we're looking at doing some projects with some more renowned gospel artists. We don't want to say for sure right now who they will be or who they are, because we haven't did any contracts right now. But we're letting you know that Rance Allen be here July 6th.
There's a lot. We do have a contract for that.
Oh, yes, we do.
And it's ready to go.
It's ready to go. And Pastor Rob will be opening it up for that venue July 6, 2018 at Lincoln Theater, Lions Lincoln Theater, downtown Massillon. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Why don't you give the tickets? Why don't you tell them where we're at?
For the April 7th show, it's here at Shiloh Baptist Church at 1111 3rd Street Southeast in Massillon, Ohio. Tickets are on sale at Priority Hair Care in Canton on Cherry Avenue. Phone number there is 330-452-2722. You want to talk to either Vernon Johnson or Oliver Bush. Tickets are also available at New Morning Star Full Gospel Ministry, located on Hartford Avenue Southeast in Canton, Ohio. And the phone number there is 330-453-7529. That's Pastor Nick Holly's church. And also his praise team will be on the show, opening up, bringing it like they always do. You can also get tickets here at Shiloh Baptist Church. And you can call one of us and get tickets. You can get them on the website, www.PastorARob.com. There's plenty of ways to get the tickets. We need to have you here to show the support to these families, because as we said, the suicide thing is so devastating, not just to the families, to the community, to everybody. And we, Pastor Holly and I was at a thing this morning where, Pastor Prince brought a great message, and it was about brotherly love. And that's what it's really all about. We got to get back to showing brotherly love. He said, I just want you to tell me I'll see you next Sunday, Pastor. He want a phone call during the day because he might be going through something. And so is these people. And that's why we're here, to bring awareness to this devastating thing.
Good. As we close this segment for Pastor Rob, I want each individual to just give something encouragement for someone who's listening to this show right now, that you want to be a part of PastorRob Nation and part of what we're about as we continue to move forward. Vaughn, why don't you give something positive to help somebody who may be listening and struggling right now?
Yeah, if you're anybody out there that's that's got any kind of problem and you're depressed. I mean, anything, it can be your economic situation. You got people got their water cut off, the electric cut off, and then one pair of shoes, need a new pair of shoes. Whatever your situation is, we know.
That's good.
That economics can be a problem. I mean, we can pray and we can come to church, but then if you go home, there's no food in the refrigerator.
That's right.
And I've seen that. We just want you to know that you're not alone.
That's right.
And you can call any of us at this table. You can meet us here. You can go to New Morning Star and talk to Pastor Nick here in Shiloh, Pastor Rob, and Blake and myself. We're here every Sunday. I'm a part of the music ministry. Blake is a member, and you're not alone. And if you don't have anyone to talk to where you are, you can come see one of us.
Yeah. Go ahead, Holly. Won't you?
Yes, I would just like to say first of all that as far as the tickets are concerned, I want to give you my contact number, which is 330-412-9200. You can call me anytime. I'll even bring you the ticket. $10 fee for the tickets. The other thing is that I want to encourage people to get back out to the house of God. I know there's a lot of church hurt out there. I know people have lost a lot of respect for the church, but it's not the church's problem. There are some of us out here trying to do it right.
That's right.
All I'm asking is come back out, give us a chance to be a part of your life and get involved so that we can be impactful on what's going on. But we'll never start if we can't start over.
That's right.
So we just want to stay encoured.
Stay encouraged.
And reach out to somebody. Don't try to bear this burden on your own shoulders. It's a lot easier when we can spread it across the broad shoulders of men and women that care and do want to be a blessing to you.
Beautiful. Blake,
that's the main thing. I appreciate that, Pastor Charlie. You got to make sure that you open up and you talk to somebody, because if you don't talk to somebody, how will anybody ever know that you need the help? We internalize things and it just eats us up. So we need to make sure that, we keep the lines of communication open so that you can get some help. Also with the tickets, each ticket sale, there's a stub on the ticket. You get a free CD of the new single, God's Got This. And I want y'all to remember, with all of this, keep in mind, God's got this.
Amen. Amen. Hey, we're going to conclude with that. I'm just going to give a quote from Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde said this. He said, you put a mask on a man, and that's usually when he'll tell the truth. So while we're asking you to take down the mask, people, take the mask off. We always talking about being real, but when it's time to be real, everybody ain't real. So that's what we're saying. Be real for once. Let somebody know that you're hurting. Let somebody know you need help in situations. And then the real knows the real. God bless you. See you next time on PastorRob Nation.